All right, folks, finally settled down. Got everything just, neat and tidy. I'm having my second digestive cookie today. I'm probably gonna have two every day. I've had like 2 to 4 every single morning since the start of prep. It helps a lot with like digestion, and I usually like to start my day with a hot fluid. Of course, getting my water in and my salt after cardio. There is no tea. I normally have ginger tea, but in the hotel we got coffee, so I'll do that. A little extra caffeine never hurt. And I just usually dip it in and eat it and go on about my life. I still can't believe that it's been 2 years since I've competed. I know I've made progress. I'm proud of my progress, but there's something that I have to say about that later on. That's not what we're going to talk about right now. What we are going to talk about is how excited I am to finally be back. Also, the fact that almost everything went through. I've never competed outside of Canada, so getting to the States was kind of new to me. I mean, I've been to the States before, but never to compete, and never alone. Also, being in prep and thinking about everything and just, overanalyzing normal stuff that we all do in prep. It made it a little bit more challenging for me to be calm and say, I have the system here that I've been applying for months and months at home, and I could bring it over, but there's a chance that my plan could get fucked up, and I'm going to have to start to improvise. And improvising when you're in prep, it's not bad, but for me at least, and probably some other people, because it's not 100% consistent to what you were doing in your off season, depending on what kind of person you are, it might just throw you off a little bit mentally. It was throwing me off mentally before I even knew what was going to happen. But we went through. I followed everything on the TSA checklist. You saw how I packed everything, squeezed it all together, and it worked. All they took from me was a couple of ice packs, which were frozen, and a butter knife, because they don't allow butter knives in the States, which, okay, yeah, I'll have crazy people here, I get it. But the 2 ice packs made no sense, because I had that same 2-liter jug of the carb shake was frozen solid, but he's like, I'll let it slide. I'm like, yeah, he's cool, because I told him I was going to compete, and I needed it, and that he could keep my frozen ice blocks, and they were frozen. It made no sense because I thought you were allowed to break things that were frozen. That's neither here nor there. I lost nothing that was important. I just threw that away happily. I got all my meals here. The system is stable. I'm super confident. I'm super happy, and more than ever, I'm relieved because the plan actually worked, and the plan's been working. So I feel really good. And the job ain't done yet. There is more work to do. But right now, I'm just smelling the flowers and just giving myself the pat on the back and saying, yo, you stressed out, but it worked. You still did it, and it worked. No losses, no harm, no foul. So I'm carrying that mindset with me throughout the last few days of prep and even on the stage, but most likely after as well. After I get off the stage, it'll be very important as well. But yeah, I'll check in with y'all in a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work a little bit. Got the little setup here. I didn't even show y'all. Got the little setup there. Got the laptop, the mic for the podcast, camera, books, whatever I had at my home desk is here now. Pretty dope. I feel at home. I'm cozy. The only thing that sucks is the Wi-Fi just crapped out at this hotel. So I'm going to have to stack up on data so that I can actually go online, be live, do anything, upload stuff. Which kind of sucks, but you know what? I'm not complaining. This is the life that I've been dying to live. Let me show you guys actually. You might think it's cat, and I always bring this with me whenever I'm getting ready for a show. I'm a little under the weather too. I've been fucked up for a week. But yeah, let me show this to you guys. So way back when I was a wee little Matt, before I even started competing, I mean, I'm still small, but that's, who cares? I wrote down my favorite poses that I loved, that looked good on my physique, and that I anticipated as I grew my physique would look better. Here are the poses. Some of them. I don't know if it's reading backwards or whatever it is. Right? They're all classic poses, but this is the juicy stuff. Way back when, where did I write it? What the fuck? Let me find it. It looks like I'm capping right now. Matt, where's the receipt? Where's the fucking receipt, dude? I have all these meals too. It's so interesting. I remember writing this. I was a security guard and I was bored as shit. Researching nutrition, watching Nick Strength and Power, following bodybuilding. I think, yeah, Phil Heath was reigning at the time. What a good time to be alive back then. It was so lit. Here we are. I found it. So, I wrote all this shit, guys, before it even happened. In Canada, it wasn't the same as it is now, for competing. It was the OPA, so the Ontario Physique Alliance, instead of the CPA, Canadian Physique Alliance. And they had different systems or tiers to get to different levels. And I studied that. And so if you see over here, I think it's this page, yeah, you'll see the plan. It says level 1, do a show. It's a level 1 show. Right? And then in 2018, so 2017, do level 1. 2018, do a level 2 show and provincials. And then we got 2019, do a CBBF show, a nationals. And then 2020, I want to get the IFBB Pro card. I wrote this shit in 2016, not even 2017. I was like 18 years old. I ended up competing the year after in 2017. And then the year after that, they changed to CPA. So the tier system changed, but I was still on the same path. And I didn't turn pro in 2020, but the only reason why is because of COVID. At least that's what I say. I'm joking. But seriously, COVID was happening at the time and there weren't any shows, so they canceled nationals. But the very first year they brought it back, which is 2021, I competed at that show and I turned pro. So I was off by a year. But it's very weird to like just see like the human mind and like how thinking of stuff becomes doing stuff and then it just becomes your life. And that's what I was saying I'm so grateful for. Like I get to work wherever I want. Like this is all my work. This is my work. I'm blessed, man. This is all the shit that I wanted. I wrote several, not even in this book. I have this other book here. I write like my affirmations. This is my journal. I would show it to you, but it's kind of too private. But you know, there are some things that like were premonitions as well that are similar to this. In the sense of me planning something or having an idea, writing it down almost every day, reading it to myself every day out loud and fucking meaning it, but most importantly, doing the actions to support that, because I couldn't mean those words if my actions didn't back it up, because actions speak louder than words, as you already know. And guys, that's the power of the mind, man. I'm just super grateful to be here. I'm super grateful to help people by doing what I do. I'm super, super grateful to inspire people. Like that gives me a thrill. That's really a good reason to wake up in the morning when people are like, you know what, I push harder because of you. Or I'm at the gym and they come up to me and it's all positive energy. They ask good questions. They fucking learn. They listen. It's so satisfying. I can't explain it. It makes my passion even more passionate. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I already love the bodybuilding aspect. That's like for me selfishly. I get to look fucking sick in the mirror. I'm a natural. Like this is my body. I own all of this. Like, you know what I mean? That's already a win in itself. And then the fact that me chasing my own dreams inspires other people, it's just a double whammy. And I think it feels just as good, if not better, than competing. Actually, I'm talking shit kind of. Like depends. If you ask me in the off season, I'll say what I just said. But in the on season, while I'm competing's more fun after you're done dieting. But all in all, this is the dream come true. I remember getting laid off in 2020. I was a security guard. And I kind of had no other choice but to like roll the dice and see like, okay, well, I'm already competing and I'm struggling to do it because I'm working, at the time I was working 2 jobs, had no time. All the other time outside of work and commute was spent either in the shower, gym, cooking, or eating. I swear to you. I had no room to like live, you know? And all I really wanted to do was just go to the gym, build muscle, and compete. And it was very difficult. I remember being in the clubs, eating my sweet potato and ground turkey in the fucking washroom. If anybody knows what club washrooms smell like, just comment down below. But that's what I had to do. And I hated it, but I did it. And I was able to win nationals doing that, win my first show doing that. My first show was the worst. I was working night shifts. I will never do that again. I placed second in 2019 nationals, and that's when I realized, yeah, like I don't have enough time to really like even because, and I'm not like the type of guy to say, oh, I don't have time and like just fuck off and play Xbox. There are times like that. Don't get twisted. I'm a human being. But when it comes to bodybuilding, that's not it for me. Shout out to my old boss because we're super cool now. But she used to like always question me. Why are you eating so much? Why are you drinking so much water? Without understanding that I had to get all those meals and water in that time frame so that I could be on time by the time I leave work, so that I'm fueled up for the gym, and then after the gym have enough time to eat and then sleep instead of like missing meals and now I'm all night eating. Nobody understood me. I would hide everywhere at work to eat extra meals off of break because there just wasn't enough time to eat 4 fucking meals between 45 minutes. I mean, I could have, like I did sometimes, but those days were horrible. I would have hiccups for like 2 or 3 hours after eating. I ate so fast, man. I'm a fast eater, but I was turbo eating, man. It sucked. So now having this time and being able to like travel to compete, to do something I love, and have the outcome of that inspire someone like you, I already said it and I can't say it enough. It really lights me up. I can't put it into words. It just lights me up. It's the reason why I'm making this video. No one's fucking making me do it. No one made me compete. No one made me like start a podcast. Like I love this shit and I love helping you. And the conversation I'm having with the camera is the same conversation I'd have with you if you saw me in the gym. So what I'm gonna do right now is shut the fuck up, eat this cookie, and then I'm gonna go train. And then when I'm done training, I'm gonna do some cardio. And then when I'm done cardio, come back and practice posing, see how I'm filling out. Today's a semi-low day, but you know, we're traveling, we're up and down, steps were high. So I could afford a few extra 100 calories, but I ain't pushing it. We got a couple days to master this. We got a couple days to really chisel this in. As I said before, and as I'll say again, there's more work to do. I'll catch up with y'all. See y'all in a bit.